Welcome, fellow Clashers one and all, and thank you for spending, nay, investing part of your day with Clash of Clans attacks, where today we talk about defense. It has become so difficult to win raids on defense at Town Hall 11, but a few Lost Phoenix members seem to have it right, and we're starting out with a replay here from Ryan the Great. So whether or not these base layouts will work for you is up to you to decide. Again, I feel like no matter the base layout at any Town Hall level, it can always be beaten by a skilled attack. It's a matter of, can your base cause some mistakes that make attackers lose? Now this right here, sending all of your units in through a direct path, really one entry on the outer wall, one way through the next wall, is usually not a good idea. And remember, the only troops that have seen upgrades so far in Town Hall 11 were minions and witches, and neither of those are present here. He's even brought a couple of hog riders, everybody moving in from the top of the screen, none of the hero's abilities used yet. I still think that the early Warden ability is key while the units are still up and still grouped near the Warden. As they move in, the King has already used his ability, the Warden uses his, the Queen is moving in as well. He is closing in on that Town Hall, the free spell expires, and there is a hound out of the clan castle. And although we saw a temporary shift away from the Lava Hound on defense, I feel like it's coming back. Now once again, Archer Queen, I'm not quite sure what happened to her. The more and more replays I see post-update, I feel like somebody gave the Queen a lobotomy in this last update. Not looking good. She is once again off on her own, going to go down quickly, not going to help out with the raid, jammed up against walls, away from the pack, you name it, she's done it wrong. And that is really about all that this attacker has left, is the Archer Queen. The Lava Hound off on the left has done a good job of distracting some of those units. You can see the Warden once again not very effective on his own. He is trying to follow those other units, and quickly he is going to be pretty lonely here, as it's just the Warden and some golems, a minion on the top left of your screen, and that Lava Hound still at nearly full health. Now the Warden is working on the Town Hall, but look who is coming to the rescue, the Lava Hound. And the Lava Hound versus a Grand Warden. It doesn't sound like it should be a fair matchup, but the Lava Hound is absolutely going to occupy the Grand Warden for the rest of this attack. No possibility whatsoever. Such low DPS from the Grand Warden. We are going to go ahead and accelerate through the rest of this attack. 48%, and you can see the other units can't quite get the job done. The poor Warden is just helpless and hopeless and truly harmless, as this raid is going to end and Ryan the Great is going to defend. So moving on to our next replay, this time it's Do Dash of Lost Phoenix, or Dud Ash, or Do Dash, I'm not sure, but anyway, Dash has gone to a multi-compartment base, which we're seeing more and more players move to wisely, I think, as it is such a powerful combination of witches at level 3 with just about any other troops. And sure enough, we've got another ground attack coming from the top left, and here come Larry, Moe, and Curly, I mean the three heroes through that opening, and again, Dudash has centered his mortars, and that is going to help with the splash damage to control the wizards, the witches, and their skeletons as they move in on a ground attack. Now this attacker did bring a poison spell, but Dudash has the Lava Hound Balloon combination, and that is pretty much immune to that poison spell. And now the Lava Hound again trying to work to distract those units. Most of the units have fallen already. You can see mostly just the heroes remain, and again, the Eternal Tome activated, in my opinion, far too late in this battle. It has got to be used early. It is so short that it's only going to provide so much protection. And if you think about it, here it maybe saved a few hundred damage, but earlier when there's so many more units up, it can save far more, especially when both of the Inferno Towers are firing and so much splash damage remains. Now the Queen again has wandered around the outside. I am seriously wondering about that college diploma. Pretty sure she bought it online. Here comes the Lava Hound out to meet her, and that is going to occupy her once again, slowing down this raid. 48% damage, and now it is going to end with about 25 seconds of staring at the screen. Now this attacker does have an Earthquake spell left, so perhaps he was hoping there was a spot where there was enough damage done that the Earthquake would have effect, but that was not it. The raid ends, and Dudash wins 14 trophies. And our next Lost Phoenix defender up with an unusual base layout is Eat My P.E.K.K.A, and he's facing that attacker there. And the joke in the clan after this attack was over was This attacker should have spent more time planning this attack and less time typing out his name. But in any case, it's a very widespread Golem Wizard attack, and with the new Eternal Tome and the Grand Warden's ability, I feel like the idea of kill squads and the idea of widely spread attacks are actually never going to take hold unless something changes. You've got to keep those units tightly grouped so they can all benefit from the Eternal Tome. Now again, we've seen archers come pouring out of the clan castle in a relatively late poison spell, which can make a difference, and again, the Eternal Tome has not yet been activated. I feel like players are really taking a while to pick up on the fact that they've got to hit that Eternal Tome early. It is not like an Iron Fist, it is not like a Royal Cloak. The Eternal Tome, much more effective when used early in the battle. You can see here, all three heroes' abilities are still up, and I feel like that's part of it, is just we've been trained for so long to save those units' abilities until late in the game. And off the screen to the right, you could see the Eternal Tome activated, but it was far from the king in the center, and therefore providing very little protection to any units other than perhaps the Grand Warden and the Queen. And once again, Eat My P.E.K.K.A.'s Town Hall almost eaten, almost down, but it stands with just about 10% hit points left, and this attacker at only 43% doesn't even bother dropping the last of the units. He knows he is going to lose, and Eat My P.E.K.K.A. walks away 26 trophies richer. So as always, thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I know that your time is valuable, and I appreciate every last one of you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Check out my other videos, and of course, I hope to see you back here tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, my time is valuable too. I want the last 7 minutes of my life, Vic.